Hey gamers, game lovers, and everyone else in between. This is Laura, and welcome to a speed build of my cottage living home from my Lord of the Rings inspired Let's Play. Now, normally I do not build, so disclaimer, I am not a very good builder, but I wanted to try to do my own Shire hobbit inspired house, so I did a lot of experimenting trying to create like the shape. I decided to make it underground mostly, just to get the kind of look it needed to look like it was built in a hill. I don't think it worked like super well, but I don't know, I just figured maybe I'll do that. And then here I'm just trying to figure out how to have like a fenced in area that looks kind of normal. So I end up getting rid of the floor there and turning it into a hedge and put a little archway there and a gate at the front there. So the home is rather big because the family that I'm going to be using is going to have a lot of children. So I'm like, I need a lot of space, so I actually ended up having 2 floors. The bottom floor is just there so that they can eventually expand on their own, and then the first basement level floor is going to be where they're doing most of their living. So I just rearranged a lot of stuff here. I almost I was going to use those windows, but it had this weird thing that wasn't working for some reason, so I had to pick. I was looking for like the circular windows because the hobbit holes have that for a door, but they don't really have that for a door in the Sims. So I had to kind of like figure out what to do for the design, and as I said, not the greatest builder, but I was just looking for some sort of kind of grass to put on the top of the window there. And then I have a really hard time with roofs as well, so in general it looks kind of funny in the end, but I was happy with it. So the top floor I built a little bathroom, that way they could go to the bathroom immediately if necessary. And I used a lot of the cottage living decorations, lighting, and wallpapers and floors. So it might not look exactly like a hobbit hole. And then for the stairs, I'd used like the first stairs I had seen, and then I just had to replace them with cottage living staircase and kind of like try to make it look grassy. And back here I had a real struggle with trying to make it look like there was like a hill, because I hardly ever use the terrain tool. So it might look kind of funny back there. For whatever reason it wasn't showing the terrain, so I ended up putting like bushes at first because I was like, where's the terrain? It doesn't look like a terrain. So I don't know what happened. For whatever reason it didn't show that at first. And then I decided to put like a little pond over in the corner here. Again, I am not used to using the terrain tools, so I had a hard time. I kept getting like it's like kind of glitchy on the sides there, so I was trying to smooth it out and I couldn't figure out how to do that because I don't normally use anything for the terrain. So I'm just adding in some stuff for the pond there, and again I was trying to make it bigger, but then it looked kind of weird. So I gave up and decided to focus on something else. I went back to the house, and then I'm just working on the bathroom here. Normally I don't decorate bathrooms in my Sims homes. I kind of just, that's how I normally would decorate a Sim bathroom, but I added on the extras like the towel and hamper and toilet paper and everything. I tried looking for like something to put more towels on, but it was too big. And if you guys hear any different noises in the background, I am trying to record while my son's home, so I figured, I'm like, I just gotta get some more content up, and I'm like, if there's some weird background noises, then so be it. So anyway, I'm looking for the cross stitch here. This is like a little sitting room with the bookcase and chair, and then I was like, maybe I'll make it like an office too. They had like a typewriter type thing to put from cottage living. I like to add some railing for the staircase, but I wasn't quite happy with that one, so I looked and see if anything was a little more appropriate, and I don't know, that looked good to me. And then I just copied and used that for the bottom staircase. And I don't know, I was trying to make with I used like the octagonal thing just to make it look more than like boxes. So that's what I did for like the corner rooms to make it look a little more interesting. And I was trying to add some hallways, and I was trying to figure out how to divide it, like how many rooms. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of kids in this Let's Play of mine, so I was trying to figure out how many rooms to have for everybody. Decided to make this big room here the kitchen. At first I put a lot, like too many counters, and I forget the stove and the sink, so I moved some stuff around again. Let's see, I made that room a little bit bigger. That's the sitting room. I was like, I wanted to put a fireplace and like a chimney like coming out of the ground, but I couldn't really figure it out. So I wanted to add this bar for Rosie, because she's gonna be like a bartender, like, you know, in The Sims it's the mixologist, but in the movie she's like a bartender, a barkeep. So I just moved it out there, and my son is being a little bit noisy, so I apologize for if you guys hear any of that. And let's see, so next we go on to, I'm changing the door. I realized I had an outside door, so I put like a regular door, and just rearrange the rooms again, adding on all the doors. And I was trying to figure out again like how many rooms to have. It's like, what should I do here? I'm adding in some lights. I really liked that light. I believe it was it was from Cottage Living, so I really liked those lights. They're not functional off the grid. I kept getting weird notifications. I'm not really sure why. I decided that I would make that the dining room. I was originally going to make that the dining room, but then the chairs weren't fitting, so I had to like kind of rearrange a lot of stuff. And I decided to put a regular chair in the kitchen, just so like the dining room was going to be more formal for something like you know, when they have the seasons, the festivals and stuff. So I just added some hutches for like the china. And then over here I'm just looking, like I didn't want to use all the Cottage Living wallpaper in every wall. I wanted to make things look a little bit different, and for whatever reason I was like, stone or masonry would look nice down here. So I'm just looking to see, you know, what to put down in those rooms. And again, I'm not the best at building, so I decided to just go back to some wallpapers for like the bedrooms. The big red room is the master bedroom for Rosie and Sam. Then they have their master bathroom in the back there. I made it a cute little sitting area with I know the TV is out of place, but I might change that actually, but I wanted them to have something fun to do. So I put more like yarn stuff and the cross stitch, and was looking for more old-fashioned type stuff. They're not exactly hobbits. It's inspired by Lord of the Rings, so they are in this Let's Play considered human. So in the bathroom here, I really wanted to separate the tub and sink, and I was trying to figure out how best to place that. And for whatever reason, I thought these bathroom stalls were much smaller, and I was like kind of upset that I couldn't fit them in how I had planned. I was like, these are huge. Like, I remember in The Sims 2 they were much smaller. That's 2 by 3, I think, and in The Sims 2 I thought they were like 1 by 3. Anyway, so I had to like rearrange how to fit everything again. So like I said, I want there to be able to take a bath or go to the shower separately if they have to really go to the bathroom, and there's going to be a lot of kids. So I had to unfortunately move some stuff around just to get it to fit in there. But I guess it makes it a little more or less box looking, so I guess it's fine. And I added some sinks there, realized, it needs a sink in the kitchen, and I need a stove, so I finally remembered to put that in there. And then in this little room here, I decided to make a little nursery / toddler room. And I went back to the bathroom. I was like, I forgot, I wanted to add like some extra stuff in the bathroom, like towels and any other necessities. And I don't really need to do it, but I'm like painting the outside downstairs. So not really necessary, but I decided, what the heck. And then over in, I know I keep moving around. That's how I build. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I forget things here and there, and I move around a lot. So then I moved over to the master bathroom, and you know, added some stuff to that. And like I said, so that's going to be the nursery slash baby room and the yellow room. The master bedroom's the red room. I was getting quite tired at this point. It'd take me over an hour with this build, so I was just kind of looking around for the bed there, some stools and chairs, and I liked this little dresser that they included with Cottage Living, so I added that to both rooms. I was looking for some stuff to put in the kids' rooms, and just rearranging a lot of stuff there. Again, not like a ton of stuff, so I decided to put the toddler stuff with the nursery. That's going to be the children's room. And then I went outside to put some more stuff on their farm. I decided to get 4 animal sheds because I really wanted to get both llamas and both cows. So it was huge. I was like, oh, it's a lot bigger than I expected. And then I added a couple of chicken coops. And I had to move some, again, I had to rearrange some things. I was like, this isn't quite working out how I had thought. Because I realized that chickens might wander off. Because there's that. And then, as you can see there, then the mountain terrain decided to pop up. So I was like, oh, I gotta fix this. I don't know, like, once I put the animal sheds down and the chicken coops, it seemed to change. And I was like, oh yeah, you did put terrain down. So I had to move that completely, and I kind of tried to make it look like a hill. I probably wasn't very successful. As I said, I don't build very often. I decided to fix the coops and sheds first before adding any any more hills, but I did want to have that effect, and I tried to make it look more like dirt and all that stuff, so I rearranged some of my farming. And so then I decided to put the hill back in, but it's not great, but I tried, so. And then I put like a little pathway here. It kind of helps that I've been watching James Turner's Let's Play, because I'm not the best builder, but I was like, it made me want to put more realistic looking things in my outdoor area. And I just made the pond there a bit bigger, but I was really struggling to get it to look good. And just adding some more decorative stuff here, and that's where in my inventory he already had some apple trees and other vegetable and farming, and that's pretty much it. So again, I'm not the best builder, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching this build. I had a lot of fun making this home, and that is everything. So I hope you guys enjoy the Let's Play, and that will be up on my channel real soon. So thanks again for watching. Bye!